ever drinking a little too much at your house?
Never.
And threw up a little bit. And Mr. Biddles ate my food vomit, booze vomit. And he's like 5 pounds, dude, and that dog got fucked up.
You can kickball, dude. Every time.
I can't kick. I grew up with leg braces. It's terrible. Biddles got so drunk that we couldn't handle him. And we had to let him outside, but we didn't have a fenced yard. So what we did was we put his leash on a shovel. And not like a little shovel, like a big shovel, like bigger than he was. Because, you don't think that you don't think he's going to run off with some sort of drunken Pomeranian rage with the shovel. And then come back 3 days later, still with the shovel attached. Homeward bound. Anyways, this song's called Pomeranian. Fucking gonna kill the strings. Rescue cats, that I'm okay with. Something I can't get behind is rescue birds, because birds suck. And I'm saying this because my aunt rescued 2 birds, right? And it basically ruined my family. So she had one bird, Gracie, and Gracie was an African gray parrot. And she bit me once, and that's the only scar I've ever had my entire life. Great story. She didn't want that grape, I guess. I learned to stay away from Gracie. My aunt had a smoker's cough, and so, like, parrots mimic, so Gracie developed a smoker cough. And so, like, there's nothing funnier than a bird that's, like, walking around going... Gracie was fine. Now Chipper was a cockatoo. Chipper could fly and land on a dime. It was as impressive as it was terrifying. Because he would bite and he would shit on people. And so when you went to my aunt's house, she had 2 methods of not getting shit or bit on. And that was one, She had this like sweater that she would wear around that was like cut out and just covered in bird shit. Covered in a massive, massive amount. More bird shit than you can imagine. But the earlier choice was cockatoos have a plumage, technical term, and it's yellow. And so they're initially scared of yellow things because that's what the males show the other male. So you could get away from Chipper by like holding a stuffed yellow animal next to you. Which was only effective for so long because eventually he figured it out. And if you are staying at someone's house that has a bird, and like you're in the middle of the night and you want a drink of water, everyone knows. Because the bird's in its cage, and the cage is like covered up so the bird has no fucking idea what time it is. And so when he wakes up, it's go time. Right? But he doesn't know what's going on, so he just sits there and he's like, Chipper, shut up. Chipper. Anyways, this song's called Fuck You, Cockatoo. Liz, take it away. The joke is they're the ones with talent, but the band is named after me.
Chipper was just a bird to me, a cockatoo nuisance. You see, I never cared for that bird at all. But to my aunt he was royalty, do anything to anyone that he pleased. No one cared for that fucker at all. He ruined every family event. My aunt couldn't leave the house when everyone went
Out!
my uncle's demise.
Hey, that was great.
Because she was crazier than that stupid piece of shit bird. Yeah.
She was crazier.
And that dumbass piece of shit. Goddamn bird. More of a cat person, you see. A cat murdering a bird makes me happy because of my trauma from that fall.
That fuck.
Chipper used to be afraid of yellow things. I'd hide behind the stuffed minion and grin because that bird was dumb as a rock. But I guess the stuff is screwy.
Fucked up.
And one day he grabbed my shoe with his nasty ass beak.
Ouch.
And nearly bit off my toe. Oh, I bled. You know what I would have stomped on that asshole's head till he's dead if my aunt wasn't there. They were
Running across the room.
and laughed if my aunt didn't care. Chipper split up my family. Owning a cockatoo is a tragedy. They can live longer than you and me. Wait, what? No,
Yeah, they can live a very long time.
No,
Fuck
happy
that.
birthday parties for us. We'd have Christmas, but only cuss. While my aunt wore her shit sweater, all please. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, say she say, Chipper be nice. They're family. But not as close as you and me. Thank God my uncle he moved in because she was crazier than that goddamn bird.
Silence felt good. You guys get that too? No? Okay. The algorithm. Let's talk about it. I'm from Victor, Montana. I don't even know what an algorithm is. Lynn, your sister failed me. She was a teacher at school. I got a targeted ad the other day for Bar S hot dogs. Bar S. Not even the good ones. Bar S. You know, the shitty thing is one, they're right. Two, it worked. I stared too long. Hold on, switcheroo. I was listening the other day. I put on music for my cats, relaxing music for cats. And then it like rolls over and it starts playing different relaxing music for cats. And some of it had like another cat purring or the sound of a bird. You know what doesn't calm my cats down? The sound of another animal in the home that they can't find. That's great to leave on when I'm not in the house. There couldn't possibly be any ramifications there. I stared too long the other day at a picture of a one-eyed dog. Now every other picture I see is a fucking one-eyed dog. Do you know how hard it is to masturbate when every other picture you see is a one-eyed dog? Difficult. Not impossible. You squint a little bit. That one eye kind of looks like somebody's butthole. They don't even let me in the Humane Society anymore. Did you guys see that news article about that daycare in New York where they found 40 pounds of fentanyl because that baby died? Yeah, give it up for that weak baby. Couldn't handle it. So here's the thing, right? 40 pounds of fentanyl. That's like street value $1.5 million. I didn't know that, I had to look it up. But they still ran the daycare. That's how you know the daycares are the real criminals. They're like, well, we got this 40 pounds of fentanyl. We gotta keep that daycare open. It's a moneymaker. All right, okay. Well. I'm glad we've got All Hearts Animal Rescue here. I tried to find a charity in America that would give rabies vaccines to adult people. It actually doesn't exist. Extensive search. The only place where you can find charities for rabies for people, they're centered in Asia and Africa. North America accounts for less than 2% of rabies deaths per year. 90% of rabies exposures is dogs. 99% of rabies fatality, dogs. All right? Rabies actually has been documented as far back as 4,000 years ago. Like clay tablets, they were like, I got bit by this dog and now I can't drink water. Interestingly enough, this is what I do, I inform people. Thank you guys for listening. See, the interesting thing about the virus is the way that it works is it's transferred by the saliva. And so the virus causes you to foam at the mouth, but then also not be able to drink because it doesn't want you to swallow that saliva. It wants you to bite something. Get that saliva in there. The first person to survive of rabies is basically 100% fatal. 4,000 years ago discovered, 1972, first documented case of someone surviving from rabies. In the 1800s, they're like studying rabies. You guys know Louis Pasteur, the milk guy? Give it up for pasteurization. He was studying rabies. He went down and he bought 15 rabid dogs to study. That's something you could just do in the 1800s. They had so many rabid dogs, you could just buy them. I went down to the Humane Society and I tried to buy a dog, and they're like, hey, you're not allowed in here. Other things they tried, they're like, hey, maybe it's just that we domesticated dogs so quickly, and now they're not fucking all the time. And they're angry about not being able to fuck all the time. So we're going to open up dog brothels. Also, did not work. Did not work. I like discussing language and the development of language. You guys know the term hair of the dog? Yeah, right? Yeah, what that's from is a treatment for rabies where you cut off the tip of the tail of the dog that bit you and eat it. That didn't work. Much like when I am drinking the same alcohol in the morning that I was the night before. Didn't turn out well. Let me explain to you why rabies is important to me. Gotta move my hand, gotta keep this face. You guys are gonna see it. So rabies is important to me because for my birthday, the TrogDelites and I, we went camping at one of my favorite places, a place called Goldbug Hot Springs. Anybody? Right? If you don't know, it's this great hot springs in Idaho. It's like 3 hours from here. You hike in, it's a beautiful hike. You walk across a rock slide. If you drag your feet during the night, the sparks go, it's beautiful. There's 2 main pools, 2 hot springs waterfalls, a beautiful view of the night sky. Gorgeous. My birthday falls on or near the peak of the highest yielding meteor shower every year. So what I do is I go there and I sit in the hot springs and I fucking watch the meteor shower, and it's great. It's great. Except this year. Not so good. We're hiking up. It's the dusk hour. Passing many people on the way down from the hot springs, and you're getting the total white person encouragement. You're almost there. It's gonna be beautiful. You're gonna really enjoy it. You guys are gonna have a great time. Then we got to the hot springs. There's nobody there. It's beautiful, dusk. The night of a meteor shower. Hot springs pools. Nobody around. That's not a red flag whatsoever. Because you see what happened was we're sitting in the pool and there's bugs coming up off the water. And at dusk, bats start to come out. Like a lot of bats. Like more, the number of bats that I'm comfortable with, pretty low. 0 to -1. And they're flying and they're biting these bugs off the water. And I'm as low in the water as I can possibly go without getting my ear holes in the water because I'm worried about that brain-eating amoeba. Woo! I'm going to tell you what happened. You're not going to believe what happened. I was there. I don't necessarily know that I believe what happened. But there's certain facts that are presented by the evidence of what happened that is just undeniable. The bat swoops in. They fly like a weird, fuzzy fucking boomerang thing right in my face. And the only thing that could have logically happened is I used my ass muscles to propel myself out of the hot springs like some sort of ninja. That wasn't a thrust, in case anybody was offended. And you're like, there's no way that happened. I can tell you that happened. Because when we got back to my friend's camper, approximately 8 pounds of hot springs gravel fell out of my clenched asshole. Like sitting there like, it keeps coming. While ejecting myself from the hot springs, I managed to kick my flip-flop off of my right foot into my right hand. I was in danger. I needed a weapon. And I swung. You're not gonna believe it, but I hit that fucking bat out of the air, and I shouted out, "Cody, explodey!" Which is also what I say when I come inside a woman. Very, very contrary. And then I look down, and the bat's in the water, right? And I'm not a batologist. I'm not a scientist of any sorts. I couldn't tell you if that bat was dead or alive. But what I could tell you is that it was stunned. And I had moments to act. What was I going to do? So I grabbed it, both hands, and I held it under the water till it stopped moving. It actually didn't take very long because it's small. Not very small lungs on a bat. Surprisingly, people don't know that. I don't know if the bat bit me, but I can't be 100% sure. So I called the health department. That was a mistake. She's like, well, it sounds to me like you probably need to get the rabies shot. I'm like, fuck, what does that entail? Well, you gotta get the immunoglobulin. Then it's a series of 3 shots. What? A series of shots? I was like, is this gonna be expensive? She was like, do you have insurance? Yeah? Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. Really expensive. Like, the neighborhood of $5,000 expensive. Right? So, I was trying to find a charity that would help out people in that situation. Except then I realized that less than 2% of rabies deaths occur in America. 90% of rabies exposure is dogs. And 99% of rabies fatalities are from dogs. So your chances of getting rabies from a bat is your chance of getting rabies from a bat is very low. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Earlier, my friend's girlfriend was like, I really like your vampire cape. I was like, I don't wear this all the time. Are you guys ready to hear the story? Or the song version of the story? Of a man who wasn't attacked by a bat, but he also wasn't not attacked by a bat. It's a very complicated situation. It was dark outside and there were factors. This night that would change this man forever. This night that would forever be known as the Great Bat Flail of 2023. I spit a little. Keep it going. Keep it going. Please give it up for the TrogDelites.
We took a long hike through high, dusty places. 3 friends journeyed to a hot springs oasis to watch the meteor shower at that golden hour till the bats turned everything sour.
It was the Great
Bat Flail of 2023. I don't know much, that was coming after me. With wings and face, hoping boomerang, flew too close on me and said it was the Great Bat Flail of 2023. I don't know much, that was pointing those rabies.
Oh, we fucked it up.
Do you have a fever?
I I feel hot.
Is that a bite?
I hope not.
You don't want them serious at shots. I don't know why this man is so afraid of bats at a thing he wasn't even at.
No, yes, I was. This song is about me.
Are you sure? I think I was there too.
Oh my god, guys, I was there too and we wrote this together.
At the Great Bad
The 2023